Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is the Boom Bar right here on your Boom Radio NG. I bid you a warm welcome to the bar today, as it promises to be a very, very interesting one. We're going to be talking about quite a number of things. The Super Eagles are definitely prepping for the game tomorrow. There's quite a number of interesting things that have happened in the footballing world that I think that it's actually, we need to break a lot of these things down. NAFDAC has a bit of information about some drug recall that we're going to be talking about. There is news coming from Rivers State about the governor's impeachment process. That is definitely a lot of conversation that we're going to be talking about. A lot of people have had quite a number of things to say. There's also gist coming from Akwa Ibom and a whole lot of other things today at the bar. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show with us. My name is Dolupo, and with me in the studio is Fola and Sola Rogers.
Hello everyone, hope we're having a great week, a great day. I personally am having a thankful Tuesday.
You know they failed. That's why they call on Thankful Tuesday.
Thankful Tuesday.
It's a thankful Tuesday for me too. I tap into the gratitude and the attitude that you have brought on this thankful Tuesday. It's a beautiful day to be alive.
It is a beautiful day. Yeah. Over to you, Ms. Dulu.
Are you done?
Yeah.
We will never be done. The response will always be the same. Don't care. God forbid.
Why you don't let me know? Are we done? We can move on, yeah?
You can proceed.
Well, I'm moving on.
Okay.
Proceed.
I choose to use move on. I'm moving on.
Proceed.
Thank you very much. Moving on.
Proceed.
Moving on.
Proceeding.
I will turn off people's microphones in this place.
I will turn off your camera in this place.
Yeah, how?
There are ways.
How?
There are ways.
Where, how?
So many different ways.
Yeah, no, there's
Don't
no
worry
way.
about it.
There
Don't
is
worry
no
about
way.
it.
I
Don't
can
worry
tell
about
you
it.
that for a fact. Anyway, so let's start from football today. There's quite a number of things from AFCON and moving on to coaches gist all around the world. And that's it. There's so much to talk about. There's a lot of things that have been popping up. So yeah, I think that it's not a bad place to start. First things first, that has been said that the Super Eagles is undergoing a closed training session again. And it seems to be like the mode of Mr. Eric Shell.
And don't you think it's working? At this point, I'm all for it too. Because the back-to-back wins, the performances, everybody's on a up, and it's really good. As long as they keep it to the final, if we get there, hopefully we get there. But I think it's really working.
I totally agree with you to Fola on this thankful Tuesday. That so far so good. You understand?
Yeah.
I saw a picture of the Eagles camp in Rabat. You know, Fez is base camp, but based on where the games are, they have to move from place to place, from this place to that place, and all of that. You know, and it was smack dab in the middle of the road. You know, like it's on a major road, and that alone for me, it might be a nice hotel, though, but that is a downer for me. I've experienced scenarios and I've also witnessed scenarios where the home crowd would go camp outside the away team's hotel and have a party there and disturb them and distract them and all of that. Thankfully, on this Tuesday, the Moroccans are not doing it. However, the reason why I brought that up is to show how easy it is for players to get distracted and how easy it is to penetrate their camps and all of that. I hope the security is really tight. In the past, we've had issues with camp security in the sense that it was just an all-comers affair. Even in Nigeria, even when they are playing in Uyo, the Eagles camp, there's no limitations.
Anybody can walk in.
A lot of people would go and come as they will. I don't like that scenario because I think that after training, these guys need to rest no distractions, get their energy back and stay focused on the game. And to be very honest with you, I did not expect the Eagles to play this well.
Yeah.
It's not like coming this far. We always know that we shall get to final one way or the other.
That one is pretty.
We'll get semi-final.
It's pretty standard.
No country in Africa has gotten to AFCON semi-finals like Nigeria.
Yeah.
And if we can check the finals too, I'm sure we're somewhere up there. You understand? We probably lost more finals than any other country in the world when it comes to AFCON in Africa. So all of these stats show that no matter how we play, we still always get there.
Yeah.
But the way we're playing now deserves a lot of commendation. So if this behind the scene training that they are doing, is responsible partially or majorly for it, long may it continue.
I also think that the stakes are really, really high for basically the whole team, because not qualifying for World Cup sets is a downer for us.
I think that if the stakes are high, I think that maybe they just want the stakes to be high. It's not the first time they're not qualifying for the World Cup and nothing happened. Yeah. I think that also there's also the angle where maybe they're getting old and they're like, you know what? If you're not careful, you're probably never going to win anything with this team. Yeah, so you know, it's because as much as you want to win it for Nigeria and all that, let's also talk about the fact that these things are also personal achievements, and it's really not a bad idea if you actually win those things for yourself as well.
Not qualifying for the World Cup, like you guys pointed out, being a talking point. The administrators of football in Nigeria, they have not agreed that they have not qualified. I can tell you authoritatively that the chairman, National Sports Commission, still believes that something will happen. They are waiting for FIFA. And in a video I saw this morning, in an interview, he was telling them that when they raised concerns about South Africa's issue by fielding an ineligible player, that everybody made noise, but FIFA took their decision and they said it will be on their website. So they actually believe that they are still going to go to World Cup. How? I don't know. Personally, for me, I know that we're not going to the World Cup. But if FIFA sees any
if that happens,
credibility in this,
it will be shocking. It will honestly, it will be shocking.
It will be very disappointing. Personally,
well, I
don't think we deserve it. I would be personally disappointed because I don't think we deserve to be in the World Cup. It's going to be a great opportunity for us and for the players and for
the journalists, for the brands,
but we just don't.
But
deserve
deep down inside, you know that if you were going to qualify for the World Cup, let it be fair and square.
Yeah. And I think maybe winning the AFCON will change a lot of perspectives for us. Maybe our performance in the AFCON now, maybe me personally, it might make me lean towards the side of let's see
if
what
it works,
in the World Cup.
But the truth is, yes, do I actually think that with the way they're playing now, if they had gone, maybe they had qualified for the World Cup fair and square, there's maybe a little hope that they're going to do really well. If the whole FIFA World Cup matter is still ongoing, which I will be shocked. Would I be disappointed? No. I will just conclude that, you know what, God really just wants these boys to go
our jazz
regardless. The jazz is really
that's what it
however, I think that we should not take anything away, because looking at the World Cup qualifiers and looking at this now, the AFCON now, it's almost like they're two different teams.
Yeah.
I saw an interview, I think it was Sunday Olise, and he said in over 20 years this is the best he's seen Super Eagles play.
Yeah,
I think this is not, it's not even just just this team, in the span of 20 years, this is the best he's seen them play, and that there's a level of confidence that you watch them with now, that is not like it was basically talking about, not like Morocco is going to be easy, but there's still a level of confidence you have in this team
Yeah.
that there's a chance this team
Yeah.
can actually beat Morocco.
Yeah. Even with the way we won over Algeria, I told you guys that scoring that first goal and like just taking it on from there was going to be very, very important for us, and they did
And
that.
and they actually did. They really did. So
Sorry, carry on when you're done. Sorry.
no, you go on because I wanted to roll off something
So
else.
again, you're listening to Boom Radio NG. We are online and we are also streaming on YouTube and Facebook. Please leave a comment, like, comment, share. And before we move away from the matter of AFCON and Super Eagles and everything, there's a downer, but it might actually turn out to be a blessing also.
What's that?
The captain will not be playing in the because of the yellow card situation.
Why do you think it will be a good
I said it
situation?
might be a blessing.
Might be.
I've seen games like that where the opponent had already studied every of your starting 11 and they have an answer to everybody. But now they don't know if it's Bruno or someone else that will step in that center and how that person plays. Nobody in that team plays like Ndidi.
Yeah.
It's the same way nobody plays like Iwobi.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Everybody has his own unique style, but the roles are constant. Then the tactics might differ. You get, so it might also force the coach to get a little
Switch
bit
up,
more
switch it
creative.
up, yeah.
But again, I actually have this fear. I have had it for every game, and so what I've done is that everything I've been doing since day one, that this time I'm still doing it. Like
what?
For instance, when we do Boom Sports, we had planned, we were going to be getting reports from people that we have on ground in Morocco. We didn't get to do it for the first game, and they
Now
won.
you just do.
I just
God.
blanked. So
Anyway.
there are one or two people in Morocco that we should be talking to. I just blanked them, and I can go on and on and on like that.
Anyway, still talking about Morocco and talking about AFCON. There's still interesting news, as we know that CAF had said that they were going to. There were quite a number of the issues that happened that they were going to
On and
look
off the
into
pitch.
On and off the pitch. However, Algeria have now written a petition all the way to FIFA, and they are petitioning that the Algeria-Nigeria game should be replayed.
That's why.
That they got a penalty in the first half that was not given to them.
And Nigeria's
So
goal that was cancelled.
They feel that that goal or that penalty could have changed the tempo of the game.
Saw losers.
We all
saw
know
losers.
that. I think that they're really saw losers.
I saw a video of an Algerian lady. I don't know what she was saying. She was wearing a jersey. She had her face painted in green and white, just like Nigeria would, and she was crying. And I was looking at them. I get it, and I watched all the people around her, and all I could pick was a country that was so full of itself. They had assumed, according to one of their players, they beat us in the last 3 times we played them. They had assumed that they had won that game already.
But let's be honest. History and even the present day was really on the side of Algeria. Why I would say so? Like you said, first, they had beaten Nigeria the last 3 times they had met. 1. 2, Nigeria and Algeria were the only 2 teams from this AFCON that had not lost. They had not even drawn a game.
Yeah.
So I don't think that their confidence was misplaced.
No, I'm not even worried about their confidence. Confidence is a normal thing. I'm worried about I'm talking about the arrogance. It's 2 different things.
The entitlement.
Yeah, the entitlement. Like,
thinking that you already have
there's
it.
a way you address people when you think you're better than them.
Yeah.
You get, and that's what I see. You get, like, oh, how can this one beat me? It's not possible now. I'm going to go to FIFA and make sure FIFA says that the penalty should make them replay the entire game. It will never happen. It's a tournament.
Yeah.
You understand? And they already have it locked.
You've moved
So
on.
what are you going to say now that Nigeria should go and play Algeria while Morocco rest for an extra day.
Yeah.
What happens to the other schedules and all of that? The broadcast schedules, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
They should just learn how to take their defeat like men. Because
your
I only see boys crying, and that's why I'm also not happy with us trying to get World Cup one way or the other. I don't like it.
Yeah.
You either win on the pitch or forget it, and that's the problem. And again, kudos to the Eagles for them to make a big country like Algeria grope at straws. Shows that they really hit them where they didn't really expect it.
What really impressed me is not just Algeria not stepping up to the game, is the fact that the Super Eagles literally outclassed them. They had zero shots on target.
Yeah. So it's like, what are you even really complaining about?
And
you
even
didn't play well
the
in
penalty,
the
the
first place.
penalty story that they are talking about. I've seen about 2-3 different analysts break it down.
Yes, it's actually not a
ball
penalty.
did not go to his hands direct. It was a part of his body, and that already negates your call for a penalty. It already does.
So that
there was no goal line technology. There was no goal line technology. And the FIFA rule about goals is that all of the ball must cross all of the line. You get. And I've not seen anybody dispute the fact that Nigeria actually had a goal. That ball that they cleared, that so-called goal line clearance, was actually a goal. But no, you see, we're not groping at straws. We just say, you know what, on to the next. I like that mentality. Like, look, you know what, on to the next.
We're moving on to the next.
Sorry, Algeria, but I'm not sorry.
About AFCON anyway. A traditional healer has now been arrested for alleged fraud. Apparently, he promised Mali that they were going to win AFCON. Why y'all laughing?
You know,
it's a joke.
No, it's not.
It's real.
Okay. They gave him money.
They gave him
collected money.
Yeah. I don't blame people like this. I blame the people that gave him money. That believed.
You know what? There was a year where this octopus was raining.
Octopus George or
octopus.
something.
I would rather give an octopus
money
to predict who's going to win
human being.
than you said it's a ritualist. I mean, what is it?
Herbalist.
Come on, man.
It's not an herbalist though.
I rather give octopus George.
Those are the people that spoil the name of herbalist. Actually, one day I was at the Agege Stadium. It was a Lagos FA Cup game. 2 teams were about to play. My friend's team was one of them. And so we were at the top of the stands and we're looking down at their preparations. And one team was going into a massive prayer session. The other one was doing the same thing. And they were singing Holy Ghost fire songs and all sorts of things at the same time. I'm sure I have that video somewhere in my archives. And I said to myself, which one of these teams is God going to listen to now?
Why are you relying on
God,
Jesus? Are you not the one playing the ball?
Do you understand?
Is it God that said I should?
Are you not the one
at some point,
who did God?
With this fire prayer that I'm seeing,
yes, sir. Because
God should now pick a side. But you see, I like what that does for our players. There's this confidence that it gives them, you know, but it also messes them up.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It messes them up because at times they're just like, all they're expecting is that let our prayers let there be a miracle.
Well, you actually also have to do the work.
You have to play ball. You have to put.
So you must prepare, you know, for you to be lucky. You understand?
True,
you must prepare to get the kind of luck that you want.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's the same thing when a herbalist says, "Okay, you now look." Everybody knows. You guys remember the White Witch doctor? There used to be this French guy. He coached a couple of African. Oh, you should Google him, the White Witch doctor.
No.
He coached a couple of African teams. There are videos of them doing mutu or muti, which is juju, which is jazz, for football in Africa. You know, and they're killing goats and they're spraying blood and all of that, It's the same way. It's the same way. In recent history, you guys forget things quickly. Eric Sekushel, the coach of Nigeria, said that Congo DR were using jazz. And that was barely a month ago.
My God.
Do you understand? So, ideally, we should round up all these people and make them play football. Like, let them predict. Like, you know, gather all these pastors. Remember the one that said that Demola would have a bad tournament? Ademola is now in contention for most valuable player of the tournament. He's in contention for it.
You know how
He was so angry
is.
that he said that they were going to lose the round of 16 game because people were laughing at his predictions. They won in flying colors.
You know how bad what you said is. I remember seeing a video of Pastor Adeboye, literally shading this pastor. You know how laughable you have to be for Pastor Adeboye to see it and say like, really, you actually said like so. Like what's the plan?
There are bandits killing people left, right, and center.
You did not see.
There are IEDs being planted. You know, there are earthquakes happening. You know they see that one. Make you tell people, say, come, one rain go fall for this place. Make you not run. It is football that your own God is showing you. And that's the most important thing. And you know the funny thing is how people go to those places.
Oh yeah,
and the crowd keeps increasing.
Yeah, they'll never leave those.
This Drewski guy, I just don't want stupid.
I just want.
Anyway,
I just don't want stupid skits.
Anyway, moving on from that, for people that will be watching the game, I think the game is tomorrow at 8 p.m. West African time. Interesting news is that game is also the exact same time that Chelsea Arsenal is going to be playing.
Ooh, pick your poison. Which
both.
one are you going to watch?
I'll watch both.
Well, laptop, TV.
I'll watch none.
I'm going to watch both.
I'll wait on the second half. That's how I watch my games on the second half. Don't tell me the scoreline. Don't tell me anything.
You have done the first half, Abby. Let me know if I'm going to watch it or not.
I cannot come and go and keep
But moving on from that and going to the EPL, Tottenham is signing Atletico midfielder Gallagher. At this point, with what Tottenham is doing now, they probably even need a starting 11.
Gallagher had no business going to.
I really don't know what
in
that
the first place.
For.
There were clubs in England that wanted to buy him. Yeah. He was feeling like it was going to be. Then he's now begging, come get me.
You couldn't blame him. I feel like looking at McTominay's situation, and both of them, they are kind of similar in a way, but they are two different leagues. But you couldn't blame. Atletico is a top club.
I pray he has a good time at Tottenham, though.
I hope so.
For his own career's sake.
Okay, but
the problem is,
the guy's not a bad player.
He's not a bad player.
I just
the same way I don't think Richarlison is a bad player. But here we are.
Richarlison is a bad player.
Richarlison.
No, I don't think that. No, I don't think he's a bad striker.
Richarlison is not who he thinks he is.
Oh no, he's not world class.
I've watched Richarlison since he was in Watford. I prefer Watford Richarlison to whoever this guy is.
Richarlison has a great agent.
He's literally the only person
fantastic
that
agent.
is doing any tiny thing in Tottenham.
I beg you.
But I don't think I think a lot of the problems with Tottenham is down to what's his name? Frank.
The guy used to.
They had no business sacking and. In the first place.
How do you leave? How the man in the first place?
It's so problematic.
Your first silverware in 1 million years, then you sack him.
I don't understand how.
And who did you sack him for? You sack him for British sports media hype.
That's the problem.
I don't know how Thomas Frank has a job and Amorim and Maresca don't.
It's shocking.
It's very shocking. The things that happen in the English Premier League.
It just shows
it's just.
It just shows that United management are one of the worst.
Oh God! I think the trend.
The English Premier League, you can't study it. It's though you will fail. I'm talking about the English Premier League anyway. Manchester United is close in on what?
Michael Carrick.
Oh. So
Mr. Shola is not excited for that. I'm the only one excited about that.
Seems to be excited.
I mean, compared to I've had a turbulent 1 year, 1.5 years.
You don't think this is not going to be more turbulent?
I've finished 15th. I don't think anything is going to be worse than that.
With the position they're now, you could drop to 15th again.
It's very possible. But I've been there before. Wow. So it's like, what's new?
Wow.
What's new? It's still my own season. My own support is starting in the summer when we get another manager. What we're doing this season, I don't know.
Anyway, so basically, Esther, what do you think about their new interim manager?
So you sack a coach that took you to the 6th position to be searching for an interim manager that will finish the season. Doesn't make any sense. For me, the management style that I would have used if I was in their situation is to tell Amorim, you have a contract.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do your job while I'm searching for his replacement. As soon as I get the person to, then I kick him out. But you're not talking about, look, since Alex Ferguson left, they have had 10 managers.
Yeah. Like 4 interims.
Yeah, 4 interims, and I think 5 managers or 6 or so. Now, Fletcher adds to the number.
Yeah.
Carrick was interim once.
Yeah.
This
is second
is coming
team.
back as interim again. So it shows you a team that doesn't know what it's doing. And the sad part is that they have a large fan base, and that's what they are feeding off.
Yeah.
That's what they are feeding off. Just
but
picture.
I don't make that fan base a little happy.
No.
See, keep in mind.
You don't understand.
The next few fixtures, it's not going to be easy.
You don't understand. They know this. They know this thing that you are saying, but they have a better way. All they have to do is buy 1 or 2 players every season. Yeah. That's all they have to do. That's all. And the fan base is happy. And they're spending. Do you know how much people spend on season tickets? This year sold out already. Yeah. In a few months' time, they'll start selling for next year, for next season.
So, talking about sold out, this has nothing to do with football. I just remembered something that I saw now. Someone actually went online and he said that he was just wondering wanted to buy a ticket. So, I think it was, is it KLM? I can't remember the airline exactly. And he just went through and just said, let me see what happens December 2026. Let me see to buy tickets to Lagos. And there were no tickets in December 2026.
It is what it is.
2026.
Yes,
that airline did not have one single date free, 1 seat available for December of 2026 into Lagos.
Why are you buying?
People are booking ahead and they are also blocking. So that, I'm sure some of them are blocking so that they can do premium sales and all of that. But people started buying ahead too.
How are you even thinking about that
January,
now? We just entered.
We just entered January.
See,
like,
just
second week. I'm like, what?
You guys are so caught up in the now. People are caught up in the entirety of life. Like, look,
like 11 months from now,
they want to party hard. That's it. They've worked hard for 11 months. So they want to let their head down.
The first month has not even started.
Well, I think it could also be a case of the money is here right now. Why not just spend it?
The truth is, it's probably cheaper now.
Yeah.
Way more cheaper now than it's going to be. So I just saw that when it just clicked, I just remembered seeing that thing. Like the guy made a video like, what's happening? Yeah. What are you people doing?
I'm still talking about people selling, out and packing up venues. I want to say a big shout out to Funke Akindele and Toyin Ayimako. These ladies are doing amazing. Funke has done something that's never been done before in Africa when it comes to box office. I think she's done 2 billion now.
She's done 2 billion now.
Oh.
Yeah, at the box office from December till January.
Wow.
And they say there's no money in Nigeria. Okay. Toyin, on her part,
I think she's close to almost 1 billion now.
Over 800. She's done close to 900. She's going to hit 1 billion. You understand? Between these 2 ladies, we're talking about 3 billion naira at the box office.
That's amazing.
And this is facts.
Yeah. Anyway, before we leave the matter of football and coaches, Xabi Alonso, of course, we know Xabi Alonso's left Real Madrid, and they, on the other hand, will say that maybe they're a little bit more serious and they got a new coach already.
I think, Mr. Shola, I want to ask you a question. I think the trend of clubs just not giving coaches time to implement the style that they want. So I think it's only Chelsea that has been remotely successful in that model. I think, don't you think it's time for them to start buckling down?
Let's be coming
down.
Giving them 2-3 years at least, at minimum.
I'm a big advocate of what you just said. I'm sure you know that.
Yeah.
And it's something that a lot of people have lost focus on. They're not focusing on it.
Yeah.
They just know that coaches come and go. Coaches before would have longer careers in clubs than players.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, for instance, there's a Man United midfielder that is going to experience, I think, the 4th or 5th manager or so
It's probably Fernandez. It has to be Fernandez.
No, the guy that plays in the midfield with Fernandez also, and it's not Casemiro. Forgotten his name.
Ugarte?
It's not Ugarte, the other one.
Menu?
Sorry?
Menu?
No, it's not Menu.
Don't worry. It was an headline last week.
Mm.
So what I'm trying to say in essence is that look at it that way.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the other way round. And if I don't even like the idea of players leaving after 1 or 2 seasons, except they're really, really bad.
Yeah.
You get. So it's until people who own the clubs are not just businessmen, they are also fans. You get, like, if you really believe so much, Stan Kroenke, all these people, you look at the Arsenal structure, they were like, you know what, we're going to be patient with this guy. Look, Arteta should have been sacked by year 1.
Yeah.
Do you get?
If you really think about it.
Now he's in charge of the best team in Europe.
But my own question would be, what do you think? Because there has to be substance to why they gave Arteta that much time, and because
they gave him that time because they believed in him in the first place by employing him.
Yeah, but all these other clubs employ a manager like Xabi Alonso. You can't tell me that he hasn't shown substance.
Yeah,
even
it's
in
not like
clubs.
that. They're like bad.
So,
they're not.
So, Vincent Kompany played football, got his badges, coached a team, and went on relegation.
Yeah.
From relegation,
went to
Bayern.
How?
Bayern. Now, in that same league, why did they go for Kompany? Because Xabi Alonso, from nowhere, got a team in 2-3 years to the peak.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now,
They
it's the
literally
same Xabi.
bounced Bayern Munich.
It's the same Xabi Alonso that is now bad overnight. Do you get?
Yeah.
Because Real Madrid expect him to be plug and play. Like, you've come in, you're a club legend, win.
Yeah.
Don't lose. You get? Be the Guardiola. That's what they have done with Abeloa now. They brought him from the academy. It's the same thing with Pep.
Yeah.
You know, that's how Pep was.
Yeah.
Pep even got offers, but he decided to go to the academy to hone his skills.
Yeah.
So these are the real issues. The lack of confidence in people that you give jobs.
Yeah.
Because if I give you a job, there must be a time frame. I keep telling people, I use examples of Alex Ferguson. 3 years. In fact, it was at the point of people saying, I think they should sack him, that he won his first silverware.
FA Cup.
And that was a turnaround for his career.
Yeah.
You know? So, but look around now. He went on to have 26, 27 or so years of success. Look at Wenger, over 20 years, you know, at the helm, won several trophies. But that era is sadly gone.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're really going to see.
If you check the list of 20 managers in the EPL, you will be shocked that the longest serving coaches are Guardiola
and
Arteta.
They're basically the only two. I think that's spent
Arteta.
that long.
Yeah.
They're the only two. Literally, the only
No,
two.
dig deep. You see,
They're the only two.
Yeah.
do you get?
Yeah.
Now, at the height of Arteta's crash last season, if he was a Chelsea coach, they would have sacked him. They would not look at what he had done, taking City from obscurity to the peak.
Yeah.
They would have sacked him. Do you get? But Arteta was. I was going to use the word
It was S-word.
Yeah.
S-word.
It was last season. Do you get? Amorim's Sporting beat Arteta home and away.
Yeah.
Do you get? So the same Amorim is now bad overnight. Do you get? Patience. When the Ineos guy said he was going to give him 3 years, I said that's what he needed. But I know that a lot of fans are like, no, we don't like his style.
But I knew that was a lie.
Really, you did?
I just see, because I always said, I've said this thing to Mr. Shola a bunch of times, that there was a problem with the formation that Amorim was playing in the first place. They didn't want him to be playing 3 at the back. They knew that he was a 3 at the back manager, but they thought it was going to be more flexible at some point.
Okay, but they changed it now. With Darren Fletcher changed it, and what happened? Still, it's obvious it's not the formation.
It's not about formation.
It's not about formation.
No, even in the reports that I've read, and I've read a lot of them, is mainly Jason Wilcox. That's Man U sporting director. He had some issues with the formation. They said
so that's
that,
what I'm saying. if you had an issue with the formation,
then don't
then
hire him
Darren
in the
Fletcher
first
came,
place.
and then in one game or two games, that formation changed.
You see,
and then what was the result of that change?
Dolupo,
Nothing.
Dolupo. A few years ago, Mourinho was coaching Man United, and at some point he had about half of his squad injured, and he still won Europa, and I think Carling Cup or something. He won 2 trophies that year. And you know why they sacked him? They said he was playing boring football. That's why they sacked him. Now, guess what? They sacked him because he had an issue with Pogba.
Yeah.
Then they sacked him because he lost to Liverpool, blah, blah, blah. All of these stories, they just sacked him. Since that time till now, how many trophies have they won?
1? Yeah, Ten Hag.
Right?
Yeah, just Ten Hag.
Exactly. So, again, at some point in time, you must realize that you are not who you think you are.
Yeah. Then
You must start to build to get back to that level. And that's what Mourinho was doing, like, consolidate on the position first. You know, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I'm not going to lie, if you look back, he was successful.
Yeah.
Even without winning
You actually
anything.
think that it was bad, but
Keep
was-
saying
it
it.
was
I've said it so
finishing-
many times.
Do you know he was second one season?
Yeah. Yeah,
But the
his lowest finish was, I think,
Fourth
fifth
or
or
fifth.
fifth.
So,
Like-
so you look back now, and you now say, oh man, that guy was actually
that guy
good.
was actually not bad.
So
Yeah.
that's what would have happened with Amorim. Like, look at how he was able to, and he was getting the personnel. The problem is in allowing him get the kind of players that will suit that role that he's trying to play.
Anyway, we'll see where all that would go to. Moving on from that, let's move a bit quickly from sports, and that's an update of something that we talked about yesterday. Portable, well, there was talks that he was arrested. There was even a video where the police were trying to arrest him after a petition was written by one of his numerous baby mamas. However, today he has now been remanded in custody and has been denied bail today, and then the fresh hearing for his bail application has been moved to January 19th, so it looks like he's going to be in jail. What's today's date? Today's date is the 10th, so it looks like the next 1 week he's going to be in jail till.
Why? What was the reason for his arrest?
Assault, theft, causing harm, and
okay.
resisting arrest.
Deserves-
9-count criminal charge.
So when the police, there was a petition. When the police came through, the easiest thing to do was to have followed them. But he resisted arrest, and he made a video. When they make those videos, you understand, it's evidence against you. It's not evidence for you. You see,
Tell
the
Portable
guy
that.
the guy is so childish that
It's
he
ridiculous.
thinks it's about numbers and crowd. All he thinks about is, oh, I have this number of fans, and you fans me, and you fans me.
Your fans are
before.
not going to break you out of jail.
Police said, follow us to police station. You are saying, I'm a celebrity, I'm a star.
Yeah.
He was telling them that he worked for APC.
Y'all
It
go
is that they
jail.
own the country. Okay. Now, guess what? You have 2 other pending issues that I know of that we talked about at the bar. There was one of his former proteges that actually wrote a petition against him, and he got arrested for that one. Has that case been heard? No. The other one, when they came to his so-called bar in Ota, they came to that bar. I think it was some government officials. You actually attacked them. There were issues, and there are videos online.
Yeah.
Then you go and beg and beg.
And then the sad part is that he doesn't even know that these old things actually also work against you.
It's illiteracy. That's
I
the
agree.
problem.
I think that,
Illiteracy.
but
And you know,
but it doesn't mean that
but
you should have common sense.
But you do know.
No. I get
You
that.
do
but
know. You do know that he's not an illiterate.
Portable.
Do you know that Portable went to school?
I don't think it's illiteracy because
To
I would
what
say
level?
that.
That's the
No, hold
question.
on. Are you
Polytechnic
saying
or something.
Are you saying that they're not a lot people that are not very learned are not well behaved people?
Yeah.
So the other,
Yeah.
I don't think I agree with that illiteracy angle. He's just a badly behaved human
Badly
being.
behaved. That's someone who thinks that he can get away with
Yeah.
anything as long as you have fans.
Yes, exactly.
And you fans me.
All the fans. Anyway, let's quickly rush through foreign stories. Italy's Ravenna province was shaken by 4.3, 4.1 magnitude earthquakes. Our thoughts and prayers are with them. Iran restored limited phone access after protest blackout. We know that there's so much.
It's crazy out there in Iran, man.
The
It's
protests are
crazy.
really crazy.
They shut down the internet.
Yes,
for
the internet is
about
still off.
13
I think
days
it's
or so
still,
now.
yeah, it's still off. No, it's not. It's not. I think it's about going to day 5 now. The internet and
Where did I
text-
get my notes from?
The internet and text still remain cut off, but there's limited phone access now. Also, Ugandan president is set to seek a re-election after 40 years. Only thing I can say is, who did this to us in Africa?
I don't think anybody did anything to us. It's just us not being serious about governance and government. You cannot do this, especially when it's not even a military ruler.
Yeah.
You cannot do this if the people get involved. And I'm not asking for them to riot. Basically, get involved in the electoral process.
It just doesn't even make any
You
sense
get.
at this point. Also, the United States has said over 100,000 visas have been revoked since Donald Trump became president.
Yeah, I think it's 2 or 3 times whatever happened under Biden.
Yep.
And that's Trump staying true to the promises he made that he was going to make America great again, you know. So your visas are worth nothing now. That's what they're telling you, because it's actually written there. Whenever there's a rider that says that they reserve the right to refuse entry, even if you have a visa.
Even if you have a visa.
There are no guarantees.
Anyway,
me, I know the begrudge person on their country. Now, so they want on them.
let's move on quickly from that. We have quite a number of stories to go through. Now, coming down to Nigeria, first things first, the federal government has now announced that they're not going to be tolling the Third Mainland Bridge.
Yeah, in fact, it would have been one of the dumbest things to do. You want to make money and all of that, but there is no space for tolling on that bridge.
That was what I was going to say. Like,
how do you
the
want to
traffic,
do that?
There is no
except you
space.
say that it's supposed to be what's it called, electronic.
Look
That was
at
the
look at the
only way
design.
you
Look
could
at
have-
the design of the Lekki Ikoyi link bridge. The widest part is where the toll
Toll
is.
is,
It was
yes.
purposely built that way.
Yeah.
And every time I'm on that bridge, I'm like, you see, the width of that place.
And
is-
there's
Yeah,
still
it's
traffic
massive.
there. The
It's
toll
supposed
still
to be-
causes traffic.
that's supposed to be the entire width of that bridge. Not that, yeah, because it's a bottleneck. And just about 200 meters after, there's a roundabout. So that bridge that is supposed to bring some succor is also causing problems. Then
Anyway,
you now think of that and put that on Third Mainland Bridge, and still
Where
we're
would you
talking.
even
Since
put
talking
it?
yesterday, we followed a news headline that was saying that they used 40 billion to set up the control center and everything. It's not true. They have the government has debunked that, and they said that the 40 billion is for the entire bridge and all the things that were done with it. Now there's another bridge that is being fixed in Lagos, the bridge by Edo, and apparently they're going to demolish it in parts. One side of it will be brought down completely, and the road will be dug lower so that there's clearance. Because a lot of trucks go to Edo
yeah, and then
and Lagos Island to buy things, and they're always running into. So the bridge is damaged. So, and they're saying they're going to do all of this year. They're going to do it under 6 or 7 months. So what that basically means is that they're also installing another control center for that bridge in that Edo axis. And yesterday we were saying it, that they must have this kind of facility on all other federal roads,
yeah.
so that you can actually monitor
Yeah.
and check out what's happening, and you're able to send rapid response by way of security or health to places where you notice stuff. Because now, if you have eyes on the road, you must also have eyes watching the eyes on the road.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
Anyway, moving on from that, quickly talking about security, United States is said to have delivered military supplies to Nigeria.
This is not what a lot of Nigerians want to hear. People wanted to hear that Nigeria got the Venezuela treatment,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think when they had that meeting, when the NSA and the other ministers, Tuga and the rest of them, went to America, I think they were able to show the Americans, look, it's not what you think, this is what it is, and all of that. And you now see that America has changed its tone about Nigeria. Even the president of America is accepting that it's not just Christians. You get. And again, I want to beg people, if you really feel so bad about Nigeria, there are ways that you can leave Nigeria without inviting foreigners to take over your country. There are actually ways that you can do it, and we've said it more than once. Yeah, just picture what's happening in Venezuela. And the sad part is, if really and truly you were going to kick out the president of Venezuela for being a bad guy, why is the vice president in
Still
charge?
there.
They're still in charge. Anyway, moving on from that, the federal government had said that they met with top officials of KPMG to address concerns, and this came from, I think, an interview where there was a
newsletter from KPMG before the interview. They put out
that they do not understand the new tax laws in Nigeria. And if a company like KPMG can say they don't understand,
that they are finding fault with it, that there are some gray areas in that tax law. But the government did not like that. The tax consultant himself, Oyedele, took them on. And I think KPMG now decided to have a meeting with the authorities to explain their own side of the story, and that they claim that what they were pointing out was misconstrued by social media, that people in the social media basically distorted the KPMG message.
Anyway, so just wanted to put that out there. But please, enough of even all this. There's quite a number of things we're going to be talking about. Updates as well. Rivers State. Now, going to Rivers State, remember that a few days ago there was just that the governor was going to be impeached. There was an impeachment notice from the House of Assembly. Now, 2 lawmakers from the House are now asking their colleagues to hold the impeachment against Governor Fubara. There's a lot of talk. The former governor of Ekiti State, Fayoshi, has also basically put out a warning to the governor, saying that the president cannot save you, and that the president is not going to dump Wike before you because you moved to the APC or anything. So quite a number of.
It's getting messier in Rivers State. My biggest pain and concern is that Fubara will spend 4 years, and the bulk of the things that you will hear about him will not be about legacy projects, will not be about infrastructural development. It will be about politics. It will be about him being suspended, surviving an impeachment notice, and all of that, and all of that, and all of that. That's what it's going to be. Again, I believe that he will not be impeached. I believe that Tinubu will step in, because a united Rivers for him means more votes for him in 2027, and there will always be a middle ground somewhere. I just know that it's obvious that Wike has it in for him and is not going to back down. Fubara on his own part, needs a lot more support. I just hope, look, why can't they just allow him finish his tenure? Do you get? Yeah. You might not support him to return, but allow him finish his tenure.
He removes all that drama. The
reason why is, for instance, when it comes to IGR in Nigeria, after Lagos, it has to be Rivers State. Do you understand? It's Rivers, Abuja, those you get. So how can the state that generates most of one of the biggest IGRs get one of the highest allocations? When it comes to allocation, when they are doing FAC, Rivers, they collect correct money. Then derivation, all their petroleum. So with all those funds, they should translate to governance for the people of Rivers. But for the past 2.5 years, almost 3 years,
the only thing is it's just politics to be
upheavals and all of that.
Anyway, talking about Lagos, talking about councils and assemblies anyway. Akwa Ibom Assembly has denied passing a bill criminalising sexual relationships with married men. Apparently, there was some story that popped up and said, it's very laughable.
We have to talk about this matter.
It's a very serious matter.
No, it's not.
So it's really serious.
It's a serious one. It's a serious one.
You have to take it serious.
So, a story breaks that the state government is passing a law criminalizing women, single women, getting,
involved with married men.
That they are passing a law. Now, everybody went to town with that thing. When I saw it, I just laughed. Like, for real.
Make it make sense.
Did you even hear from the government? Like, people forget that the source of their story matters. But now, the one that is even vexing me is not that one. They are now saying that they did not pass that law. Do you understand? So, are they now telling us now that it's okay to revert to status quo?
Oh my God.
Anyway. We need to know. Wait, listen. Let us know. So that everybody can move to Akwa Ibom. Many people can move to Akwa Ibom.
Anyway, Lagos Council.
Excuse me, please.
No, I'm moving on because I don't have time.
This is a bar.
So?
These are matters of the bar.
Lagos Council local government areas declared 7 days mourning for late Badagry monarch. The Mivacron passed on, I think, at 89 yesterday. So it's 7 days mourning in local.
What a man!
area.
What a man!
Yeah.
It's been around like forever.
I'm talking about the issue of monarchs. Now they're saying that the aspirants for the Awujale stool has increased to 95. If you are on social media, especially if you're maybe, I will say Instagram, I don't know if you've come across different people's videos and pictures,
campaign
videos and pictures of I'm like, okay, wow, I didn't know that it was that.
Going for it too.
90 now they're now about 95 people, and I'm like, please, how big is? I thought it's coming from one family.
In 2023, the presidential election in Nigeria had less than 40 candidates.
Happy.
In 2026, the Awujale ship
Just
as
Ijebuland.
95
What's inside
candidates.
there has
We
to be
need
something there.
to go and find out.
There has to be
There
something
must be.
there.
Is it this Ojude Oba that is bringing this?
Yeah,
thing?
there is.
Or
You know,
is it the
I've
land?
seen so many photo shoots and
land?
so many videos.
Or the
and
free
I'm
trade
like,
zone? What's going on?
Wow.
Like a wise man once said, what's going on here?
Serious campaigning.
However, there is someone who has not given up. People thought that he was pulling out. And the person is fighting tooth and nail to be allowed to contest. A lot of people are like, they should allow this person. And I'm saying to myself, you see,
Who is the person?
we should stop
He's still on the matter.
very, very much. We should stop bringing sentiments into things. Are you a
Qualified.
member of the
Simple.
royal family or not?
That
Why is
eliminates.
this still?
In fact,
Why is this still?
I think that it's a way of power. I think that we all want. I don't say we. I think most people. And I don't think it's a Nigerian thing. I don't think it's a black thing. I think generally
It's human.
it's a
Yeah.
human thing. People,
it's
especially
human
people
nature.
that have money to a certain level, I think the next thing a lot of people will be looking for is power. So okay, I can't contest. I can't
Fola.
be governor. I can't be president. Maybe
Fola,
I can be a king.
Where's your dad from?
Osun State.
Osun State.
Yeah.
You know the village. Don't mention it, but you know it, right? You know the town or city or
Yeah.
village, right?
Yeah, been there.
Is it possible for you to go there now and there's a chieftaincy title that's supposed to go to your family and you get there and they say they don't know your father or they don't know you?
Nah.
Is it possible? Do you think it can happen to me too? If I'm from Ondo town, I'm not a Lagosian, I'm an Ondo person. It's not possible.
Yeah.
Do you understand? The last trip we made, as in even reinforced my Ondo-ness. Like I'm like, okay, now we be this.
Can happen to someone like me because I'm sure
They don't know you. They don't know you from anywhere.
Dolupo.
Yeah.
It cannot
It's
happen
the
to you.
name.
It cannot happen to you on the other side.
As long as you have the name.
Do you understand?
The name maybe, but if it's that they are looking at the face,
Oh, forget about it.
Yeah.
No, but there will still be ways for them to link to say this person is our child. How can someone so popular, so rich, be?
And they don't even want to claim.
And they are not
They
claiming
don't-
you.
yeah,
They're not saying
yeah.
they're one of.
yeah,
At some point
it
in
should
time,
be easy
Yeah.
for them to.
yeah,
for you
you are
to-
rich, you are
at
popular,
some point,
you
at
have
some point in time,
influence.
one should get real with himself
Yeah.
and look at it and say,
It really shouldn't be this difficult.
Yeah.
It really shouldn't be this difficult. But talking about kings here, the matter has not ended because now it looks like, this is just my opinion, there is a deliberate, what's the word now? Deliberate move to apparently snub Alaafin of Oyo by a couple of people. Remember the whole conversation, it started with Ooni of Ife, and maybe it will be every other person wanting to be on his side. We know that anybody that is maybe from the southwest Nigeria, there's always been this issue of who's most senior. I think that with the way Nigerian constitution is, I think all that is out the window. Let's not deceive ourselves. However, there are now continued videos. There's a video that is really trending of the Olubada of Ibadan consciously ignoring the Alaafin of Oyo that was seated right beside him. There's another video of a governor of Edo State consciously ignoring the Alaafin of Oyo.
let's talk about the Olubadan.
Yeah.
A former senator, a former governor, and now governors are empowered by constitution to make people kings or remove them from being kings. And an 82 or 81-year-old man, you understand?
Yeah, the governor, he comes in, the governor literally stands up to greet him.
Do you understand? So beyond culture and tradition, there is also the need to understand human relations. From the moment the Alaafin's office went toe-to-toe with the Onife, we started noticing that trend. And I'm really hoping that this is just teething problems because it is new. It would be wrong for Yoruba kings to be at loggerheads over superiority because it is clear. It is clear. Except you do not want to understand your history. It is clear.
Yeah.
There's actually no battle. Now, even when it comes to the new modern kings that are empowered not by their lineage alone now, but also by politics and by politicians, by the governors, you must also know your place and know your role. The Olubadan might not be mentioned as maybe what's it called now, as a paramount king or whatever, but it's a big stool. Like that seat is one of the biggest in Nigeria. So anybody that's sitting there knows its worth. Now, not to talk of a man that walked towards it deliberately for years, a former governor and a senator. He will embody it. So at some point, we should find a way to balance things. I looked at that video and I saw that the Alaafin was sat while the king of Ogbomosho was standing. The Shon Gandhi was standing, like he stood up to greet the Olubadan, and they shook. It was mutual. He didn't bow to him, but he stood up.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But before Oba Rashid Ladoja got there, he actually bowed. Like there's a way the kings greet themselves, like like a little bit of a snide nod, like hey, how would they? Before he went round to sit. At that point, maybe the Alaafin too should have stood up. It's just some mutual respect. Yeah. You understand? But he sat down and he goes, and the man just acts like, I didn't see you. And that one, I know like that one pain. He enter.
He left his hand there for a couple of seconds too.
The man looked at his hand, but you look at your hand like, and you are still hanging. Then he has to stylishly bring it down. You know, there's nobody in the world that this has not happened to. Even if it's not a deliberate snub. Like, you're trying to high five someone or shake someone, and you just use style. Maybe you just brush your hair or scratch your hair, So a whole king was actually put down like that. And again, it also speaks to the fact that I keep saying it, they go out too much.
I agree.
If you did your palace now.
Talking about Sheikh, that we talked about it last week. I think it was the Olu of Warri last week, where there was a video where there was a lady that was
trying to shake his
hand,
and
they stopped her. At the same event, the governor of Lagos State walked in and he got up to greet the governor of Lagos State and even shook his hand.
So again,
same event.
Real recognize real, but the same Olu
of Warri, he's a governor. There's an older picture of him actually shaking one white lady or something. So people brought it and said it doesn't shake. This one, do you understand? That one, so, it was right in the same video, like same event.
My own respect yourself.
Yourself, why are you shaking?
Why are you shaking king now?
If a white person does, you'll say okay, maybe they don't
know
get
the
it.
Culture.
But let's be honest. Like a British person, can you go and shake the king of England?
And they had to.
Something wrong.
How do you even want to reach there?
No, the Americans, was it Obama or someone that they were telling the wife about not shaking the queen or one?
Do you understand? Like so let everybody just respect themselves, sure. It's almost like as if people doesn't want to have sense. Anyway, on that note, that is all we have to take today on the bar. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back again tomorrow at 3 p.m. West African time. to give you another wonderful edition of the Boom Bar. Do have a beautiful, beautiful day ahead.
Peace.